Hi YouTube, it's Lindy. Um, just been to the doctor. I've been having some issues with my band, so I thought I'm going to get on here and talk about it while it's fresh in my mind. I thought everything was going along really well, smooth sailing, losing weight, no problems. Thought I was really lucky, and I want to hear about people having issues. But I guess since Christmas time, just before Christmas, everything was fine. Band was probably a little bit too tight. I got stuck. It caused inflammation. It's never really been the same since. Last week, I got into the situation for maybe the third time in a month where I just couldn't eat anything. I could barely get water down. It was really uncomfortable and distressing, and I got angry because I was hungry and I couldn't eat, and my body was lacking nutrition, I guess. And I have had a lot of stress going on, a lot of stuff going on. I started a new job, a management job, which has been really full on. So I think, probably partly that's affected it as well. But back to it. Last week I couldn't eat. I just felt terrible. I had been exercising a lot, and I know that I wasn't getting enough nutrition and enough protein. Absolutely. I started taking soy protein powder by accident. I thought I was getting whey, but I accidentally got soy. And my acupuncturist, who I've been seeing for my back, told me that I shouldn't, because I've got a cool constitution. I shouldn't really have soy very much, but I'm having it anyway just because I've got it and I don't want to waste it. So I've been trying to have that every day with some spirulina and green smoothie type things. So anyway, I went last week. I was in trouble. I couldn't eat, and I couldn't get into my surgeon in Melbourne, which is where I normally go for fills. I had been told by my GP in town that there is another GP in town who works with one of the bariatric surgeons in Melbourne, and that she would be happy to see me if I ever needed to. So I was desperate last week, and I called her, got in with her. She's amazing. She's so lovely and just takes her time and is so thorough and helpful and amazing. Like, I am so lucky to have her, and she's in my town. And so I'm getting emotional even talking about that. So I got in to see her last week. Today's Thursday. It was a week ago. No, it was last Wednesday. I thought I had 3.8 mils in my band. I have a 9 mil band. The most I've had is 5.5. That was when I was too tight. I thought I had 3.8 mils in my band when I went to see her last week. She said, I'm going to empty it. And she emptied the band. She could only get 2 mils out. And so I don't know what's happened there. But as soon as she took those 2 mils out and she goes, okay, I've emptied the band, I just burst into tears. I was just so emotional. I feel emotional now talking about it because, I'm sure that you can all relate to it. It's so terrifying, the thought of going back to where we came from, to being overweight and to being unhappy. It's just so terrifying to me. And even though I know I'm doing the right things and I'm exercising a lot, and I wouldn't say I'm eating well, because I've just had so much kind of confusion with the band. Like, I've kind of, because it's been hard to eat things, I've kind of gotten into the habit of eating sliders, but not unhealthy sliders, mostly healthy. But like, I'm kind of in this weird kind of eating habits. I don't know, I'm not eating 3 meals a day, which I never really have. I've just eaten when I'm hungry. But anyway, so she took the 2 meals out. I just burst into tears, just so emotional, and it just really shook me because I'm just terrified of going backwards. But this week hasn't been too bad. It actually took a few days for it to calm down for me to actually be able to eat again properly. So I have eaten over the week. I've also had a lot of protein drinks and things. mostly because I'm terrified of gaining weight, really. And so I've had, I went out for lunch today before I went to the doctor's. I had a little bit of quiche with a little bit of salad, and that went down okay. Just went to see the doctor again to have some fill put back in, and we agreed that she would put 1 mil back in. And remembering I've got nothing in my band, it's been emptied. And even after surgery, I had 3 mils in my band. So it's kind of weird that even with nothing in it, I'm still having restriction. I got stuck on some tuna the other day, and and I know a lot of it is to do with me being really busy lately and not taking the time to sit down and consciously eat all the time. Like sometimes I just don't have time to do it with this new job. So she just went to put 1 mil back in. She put it back in. I sat up. I had a drink of water, and it sat there. So then she took 0.5 mil out. So all I have in my band is 0.5 mil, and I still feel like there's some water sitting there. And that was about 10 minutes ago. Just really strange. So she has referred me to have a barium meal X-ray thing next week. So I'm going to have that next week, and hopefully find out the results of that, because she's thinking that something's happened, like it's slipped or something's happened, because it just doesn't seem right that I'm still having restriction when there's nothing in my band, although I am hungry. Like I'm really starting to feel a lot of hunger, so like especially first thing in the morning. I mean, I'm actually hungry now, and I've just eaten lunch, so that's a worry. That's I like that feeling of waking up in the morning and not being hungry. So I don't know what's going to happen. I've just got to concentrate on exercising, which I've been doing anyway, because I've been stressed, and I've been just making sure I exercise to reduce the stress, if anything else, and yes, I've been running. Today I did 5.44 k's. The most I've done is 6.2 or something. So I'm trying to do that 3 times a week, or more. Sometimes I'll probably try to do like a bigger run 3 times a week, and some other days do smaller walk things. So I just wanted to let you know that it's been a bit of a struggle, very emotional about it. I think I need to go meditate. I feel like I need to go meditate or cry or something. But it is upsetting, and I don't feel like I've been here long enough. My first surgiversary isn't until May the 2nd, and I just don't feel like I'm far enough along in the journey to have completely changed my habits yet. I feel like, I've got a lot of stuff going on at the moment, and I'm worried about emotional eating, and I'm so close to goal. Like I'm 9 kilograms away from goal, which is so, compared to what I've lost. I've lost 46 point something kilograms. I just don't want to go backwards now. I don't want to go up and have to lose what I've lost already. According to my scales, I didn't lose anything this week, but according to the doctor's scales, I did lose, and I've just eaten and drank water. So I don't know. I think I've just maintained or lost a little bit. So that's me. I'll check in again next week after I find out the results from my barium swallow. Okay, alright. Bye.